Hello, my name is Seth Hall, and I'll be doing a teaching demonstration. My student today is Sarah Warner. She's a trumpet player, but she has no saxophone experience. So, are you ready, Sarah?
Yep.
Alright. So, today I'm going to teach you your first saxophone lesson, teach you how to put the instrument together, basic holding position, and we'll start teaching a few notes. So, the first thing, if you notice, we've set our saxophone cases on the ground. So we're just going to kneel down here and start taking the pieces out. The reason I have it on the ground is because it's really stable. You know, if you put it on a chair, it's easy to knock off.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't want anything to happen to our pretty saxophones here. Alright, so if you look at it, you'll see we have the body of the saxophone. We've got a little pocket here with the neck strap, some reeds. We've got the neck. And then we've got our mouthpiece inside. So before we start putting it together, I just want to make sure you know that saxophones are expensive, and you know, if you look at how this instrument is, it's very shiny.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to make sure we take really good care of it. You know, make sure we swab it out after each practice session, and make sure you don't let anyone else except you touch your saxophone.
Okay.
So if little brother wants to come along and play your saxophone, what are you going to say?
No.
Yes. Very good. Alright. So now we're ready to start putting the saxophone together. The first thing I always do before I even begin is just put my neck strap on.
Okay.
And it just goes around your neck. And then when we put the saxophone on, we'll adjust it. The next thing I do is I take my reed, and we're going to go ahead and just carefully take it out of the thing. And we're going to put it in our mouth to let it get wet.
Okay.
You want to get both ends wet, this side and this side, and be careful of the tip, that you don't touch it or let it break. Alright, so while our reed's soaking, I'm going to go ahead and take the neck out, and I'm going to get this thing of cork grease. It looks like chapstick, but it doesn't taste like chapstick. Alright, and then I'm just going to rub a little bit of cork grease on this cork here. And you should probably do this every time you put the instrument together. Just a little bit so that way this cork stays wet and not dry out. And that just helps us put the mouthpiece on. We'll just lightly put just a little bit on. And then rub it in with your finger. Alright, and then I'm going to take my mouthpiece, which is this right here. I go ahead and take the ligature off of it, which is this silver piece. And I'm going to take my neck, just like this, so that way I'm not bending this little key right here, because this key bends really easily. So I'm just going to hold it with maybe 2 fingers, 3 fingers, and I'm just going to rotate the mouthpiece on, just like that. There you go. And try and get it pretty far on, of maybe about 1/4 inch of cork still showing. Yep. Alright, I'm just going to put my ligature on, just slide it on. You'll notice there's a thin end and a thick end. You want the thick end to go on first, just like that. Alright, switch your reed around. So, as soon as this thick end gets on, we're going to slide it on. What I do is I just hold it in my hand like this and move my thumb so I can slide it around, slide the ligature around. Alright, and then we're going to take our reed and just very carefully put the thick end on. Yep, slide the ligature up. Slide the thick end down in there. Careful not to touch the tip.
Oh, okay.
Alright, and then we want the tip of the reed to be lined up with the top of this mouthpiece right here.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so you can
How's
slide.
the best way to slide it down?
Try and like grab the thick end here. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
And then to check it, sometimes I'll just press right here around the middle and just gently press it against to see if I've covered it. That looks good.
Okay.
Alright, now we're going to take our ligature and we're going to put it on there. If you look at the reed, you'll see there's this point where like the bark is.
Yeah.
Put your ligature just a little bit below that.
Like that?
Maybe a little lower.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah, untighten your screws. Yep, and then just tighten them back up. Not too tight because you don't want to like constrict the reed or anything, but just tight enough to hold it in place.
Okay.
Alright, we can move back up to the chair. And we're going to try and make our first sounds. So, to make our first sounds, we're going to do a 4-step process. So the first step is anchor, which means I'm going to anchor my teeth on the mouthpiece. And that's, imagine there's a little line right here. You see where the reed meets the mouthpiece, and then there's that gap right there.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine there's a line right there. And that's where you're going to put your bottom lip and your top teeth on top of it.
Okay.
So I can put my thumb on that imaginary point. And then anchor with the top teeth. Ah.
Ah.
Inhale. And then set. And your bottom lip comes up to meet the mouthpiece. So when that happens, try this for me. Push your finger on your bottom lip so that way your lip slightly spills over your bottom teeth.
Okay.
And that's what you're going to do when you go to set.
So like your bottom lip's going to go over your teeth?
Yes, just a little bit. Not too much, but not too little.
Okay.
So let's try that. Anchor. Ah.
Ah.
Inhale. Set. Try it again. Anchor. Ah.
Ah.
Inhale. Set. Try it one more time. And try and do like separate sounds this time. So we'll go anchor.
I'm sorry.
You're good. Anchor. Ah.
Ah.
Inhale. Set. Try it again.
Okay.
Play around with it.
Ah.
Yeah, very good.
Okay.
Very good. Alright, now I'm ready to try it in the saxophone.
Yeah.
So, let's put our neck just in a gentle place. Set it down gently. And then we're going to grab the saxophone. Grab the bell right here
Okay.
with your hand. And then bring your other hand around to support it as you bring it up. Alright, we're going to take this black cap off, which yours is already off.
Okay.
Take that off. What this does is it just protects the top of the saxophone here. Alright, and then take our neck gently. And then we're going to just kind of twist it in here. Careful not to like press down on the octave key. Just like that.
Okay, I see.
Alright, hook it into our neck strap. Alright, and then for now, we're going to play off to the side. And so just let it kind of hang there. And we're going to adjust our neck strap to bring the saxophone up to us. We never want to like bend down to the saxophone.
Okay.
So adjust it up and check to see. You might want to bring yours up just a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah, that should be good. Might be too much, but try it. Yeah, and then once we get it up here, we can like twist our mouthpiece just a little bit. So that way it's perfectly straight.
Is that?
Try that.
Yeah.
I feel comfortable? Alright, so let's try our anchor, ah, inhale set again, this time on the saxophone.
Okay.
So, ready? I'll demonstrate first and then anchor, ah. Try it again.
Wait.
Very good.
Okay.
Ready to add some notes?
Sure.
Alright, so that open note you played is C sharp. So, if you look here when we're holding the saxophone, I'm going to put my fingers on just like this, my bottom hand just like this, and my pinky's free to move these pinky keys. Yep, just like that. Alright, so if I press this first pearl down right here, not the very top one, but the one right below it, with your first index finger, I press that down and I get B.
B. Okay.
The next one, I press down and I get A,
A.
and then right below it I get G.
G.
B, A, G. B, A, G.
Yeah.
So what's this?
A. G. B. Okay.
Yep. So let's just try this. Except first note, play B.
First one was a B. I'm sorry.
Yeah. B, A, G. Try again.
So does the lower one require a lot more air?
Yeah, the lower you go on saxophone, the more like the more open your oral cavity has to be, and the more like instead of
Okay.
that kind of sound.
Okay.
And also, you know, just like on trumpet, you know how you have to have your corners and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
On saxophone, we want to think of our corners being slightly in, not spread out in like a smile, but slightly in, and then our chin just flat, and that helps just support the mouthpiece.
Okay. So is it like you're almost frowning, almost? Or?
No,
No.
not
Okay.
like that.
Okay.
Just think like corners in, chin flat, and kind of a rounded embouchure.
Okay.
You never want to be like too firm or too tight because you'll, bite down on the reed and not be able to get any sound out.
Okay.
So let's try a little song. And then to tongue, for now just think kind of the same as what you do for trumpet.
Okay. Am I pressing down on the wrong button.
No, you press the right button.
Okay.
Just try it again.
Okay.
That's okay. Try and think about keeping your chin really flat and not thinking about so much pressing against the reed. Just keep this good anchor right here. Keep a lot of weight with your head on it.
Okay.
And then just bring a lot of lift up to just support it.
Okay. And
Yeah.
like, does your tongue, like, does it hit like the top of your mouth, or like where does?
It hits the reed about right here.
Okay.
And to start it, we start with our tongue on it, and we pull off to articulate.
So it's not more about like hitting it; it's like taking it off.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So try that again. Think about, flat chin, just slightly in corners and not biting down on the reed so much.
Okay.